Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news cartridge for Wednesday, October 28th, 2015. For today's top story, we will be talking about Overwatch, the newest game by Blizzard and their first-person shooter. The game looks absolutely amazing and I can't wait to get my hands on it. I've signed up for the beta and I'm just waiting for my invitation. Inside sources exclusive to me tell me that Blizzard will be rolling out invites in waves, with yesterday being the day that they went out to popular YouTubers and streamers, video game critics, and people who want to start playing the game professionally, that sort of thing. So if you're like me and you haven't gotten your email yet, don't give up hope. And just in case you're wondering if your machine could handle it, the minimum and recommended specs are also out. An i3 or an AMD Phenom X3 865 processor is recommended. A GTX 460, ATI Radeon HD 4850, or Intel HD 4400 graphics are required. It's kind of actually weird to see the minimum graphics for having an onboard. That's weird. Or integrated, whatever you want to call it. A 3/4 gig of video RAM and 4 gigs of system RAM, and finally 5 gigs of space of hard disks or disk space on a 7200 RPM hard drive. I'm pretty sure that a 5400 RPM hard drive will be just fine. I also think it's weird that they mentioned that, but just means the game will load a little bit slower. The recommended is being an i5 any generation, an AMD Phenom 2 X3 for your processor, a GTX 660, AMD Radeon HD 7950, 2 gigs of VRAM and 6 gigs of video RAM, and again 5 gigabytes of disk space on a 7200 RPM hard drive. All in all, these are actually pretty low, and for those of us with modern hardware, this should be a glorious time. And for those of you with weaker hardware, even those with you without a dedicated GPU, you should actually still be able to play the game in some fashion. So you may have noticed earlier that I have not referred to beta access as a key. That's because keys for the game do not exist, and you will be sent an invitation through your email that is associated with your Battle.net account. Blizzard is warning everyone to not fall for this because there are scammers selling beta keys, and they are not responsible for refunding your money, as they have no association as to someone selling a product that doesn't exist. These scammers exist in forms of websites, as well as even a Facebook page that may require you to download an application to run it in order to generate a unique beta key. Do not do what it says at all. Do not do that. Do not download it. Do not run it. It is a virus. It will steal your information. The only way to get access is to head down to the description below and make a Battle.net account if you haven't already, request, and wait patiently. Good luck to everyone, and Blizzard, send me the thing already. Send it to me. I want to play it. It looks so good. I am ever hoping that my show becomes a hub for the strange, the weird, the odd, and rarely seen. So here it is, due to the highest demand, the Sniffin Pugs new controller. I think I've got a lot to explain. Sniffin Pugs is a game where you play a pug and you go around a dog park sniffing other pugs' butts in order to gain abilities so you can sniff butts faster. Oh, glory be that we have been blessed with such a fine game. But in all fairness, the game actually looks really cute with a bright and colorful art style, and it's just goofy enough that it'll work its way into your heart. The controller, featuring a giant tennis ball, a stuffed dog's butt, and 2 giant green buttons, was developed so that people with disabilities could safely enjoy the game. I think that it's a beautiful thing that when you develop a lovely idea, like when you have to sniff a dog's butt in a game, you tap a dog's butt in real life. Just beautiful. The quick one for today is that not only will Fallout 4 be available for preload if you have pre-ordered the game, but all achievements have been detailed as well. Some of the more notable spoiler-free ones are things like War Never Changes, where all you have to do is enter the wasteland, Guns for Hire, which is for completing 10 side quests, and The Harder They Fall, for killing 5 giant creatures. Some achievements with spoilers are... no, don't worry, I'm not going to do that to you, don't worry. But if you do want to read the full list, and beware there are spoilers, there is a link to it in the description down below, and thank you Frissy for this story idea. To conclude for today, Quake Live will no longer be available for free to play. The game debuted back in August of 2010 with a $0 price tag, which meant that Quake, a long-time beloved arena shooter, could be played by anyone at any time. After moving over to Steamworks, the game will now carry a $10 price tag or your regional equivalent. This does come with a bunch of benefits, like being able to host LAN servers locally with no internet connection required to play with as many people as your server could handle, and many old-school LAN players would love that one, as well as other things like player lobbies with the ability to customize modes with almost an infinite variety of play. Previously, the game relied on a subscription service, but as I mentioned before, it will now carry a set price, so that's both good for that you only have to pay for it once, but bad in that there isn't going to be just a way to play the game for free. It also might be worth noting that it is a 5-year-old game, and that the Steam sale is coming up soon and should probably go on sale for about half off. Don't quote me on that, but most games do go on sale for around that price. The biggest pitfall of this update is that all player data has been reset. All of it's gone. This includes friends list, character stats, and clans. People are not happy about this. One good thing to note is that if you already have had the game in your Steam library before yesterday, you own the game, will reap all of the benefits without having to pay another cent. This one sits weird with me because while current Quake Live players won't have to pay anything, all their data is gone. Stats are one thing, but friends lists and clans are a whole other thing. That hurts. Leave a comment below about how you have been affected by the data wipe and how, if at all, this will change the way that you play Quake. That brings us to tomorrow's game releases. For PC, we have How to Survive 2, The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky SC, Aeon, Pathologic Classic HD, Bold Boy, Gallic Z, Army of Pixels, Wait, Extended, and Sundogs. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you tomorrow. And according to this pie chart, 70% of it represents Pac-Man.